what if in 2000 Alan Keys was the Republican nomination, and what if he won? What would change 9/11 and the 2008 recession? Like and subscribe for more. How did Keys win? In this timeline, George W. Bush and Dan Quayle both drop out to endorse Keys, and Keys chooses Dan Quayle as his running mate, and Keys wins New Mexico and Maine and Vermont, winning the election with 292 electoral votes, perhaps in a larger margin of the popular vote than in real life. Keys' first term, cabinet, and agenda. He will likely appoint, perhaps maybe, John McCain as Secretary of State, Defense, either Colin Powell, Richard Lugar, or George W. Bush. Keys' first term focuses on cut tax reform and universal health care. The 9/11 attacks, what changes? November 11th, 2001, when the 1911 attacks happened, he orders all aircrafts to land, and he orders that if no aircrafts who didn't respond and doesn't land be either called down or shot down. He does to 9/11 a different approach from Bush. The 2004 election, Keys versus Edwards. The Democrats nominate John Edwards. The Republicans re-nominate Alan Keys and Quayle, and Keys wins the election, perhaps in an even larger margin than in real life. Keys' second term focuses on universal health care. The 2008 recession, a different response. By October 2009, the 2008 recession is stopped, and he has a very strong approval rating. The 2008 recession, Quayle versus Obama, is a tight race, but with a stable economy and high approval rating for Keys, Dan Quayle wins the election in a squeaker with 271 electoral votes to Obama's 267. Quayle's first term focuses on universal health care and cut tax reform. The 2012 election, Dan Quayle vs. Joe Biden. Obama's running mate, Joe Biden, assumes the Democratic nomination in 2012. Quayle wins re-election, ending the Democratic dominates. Quayle's second term focuses on cut tax reform and proposes child care. The 2016 election, Hillary Clinton vs. Mitt Romney. Hillary Clinton wins in a squeaker with 291 electoral votes to Romney's 250. And for the first time in 16 years, the Democrats have won back the presidency. The 2020 COVID-19 pandemic, a different response. Clinton handles the COVID-19 pandemic very good, in a way better approach than Trump. By 2020, Clinton's approval ratings is soaring as high as 72% due to moments like this. 2020, Clinton vs. Bush. Jeb Bush assumes the Republican nomination in 2020. Clinton wins re-election easily with 345 electoral votes and 61.2% of the popular vote. Clinton's second term. However, the withdrawal from Afghanistan Clinton did nothing to bring home all the troops, and it's completely weakened overseas. And the war in Ukraine still happened. Clinton was able to stop it, though the economy never, never recovered from COVID and got worse. Though it does get a little better from time over time. Clinton and America have become the one thing that Clinton did not want it to become weak. Thanks to Clinton's approval of only 32%, the Democrats want someone critical of Clinton, and the Democrats would nominate Gavin Newsom with Harris as his running mate. Republicans nominate Jeb Bush, and he nominates Ron DeSantis as a running mate. Jeb Bush wins easily. The Republicans were able to win. What do you think would have happened if Alan Keyes had won in 2000? Like your opinion of the story in the comments below. Also, if you have a suggestion for the next video, then please put that in the comments below. Please be polite and kind. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.